visitor sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys were not able to break the stalemate last week, so they will hope for a more traditional result here. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Oh, look at the juke. And now a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I've got to get a fresh start right here in week 2. And they wanted to get him going early in this one because, remember, he struggled throwing the football last week, and he's firing away to start this one. But that one was incomplete.
Here's Darnold. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
It is now.
To the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on the play. And the Seahawks first carry here for Ken Walker. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to Walker on first down. Behind the line and taken down. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. The Seahawks had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win. But boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Any medal.
You sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Walker now on first and 10.
This is Rimana start pocket.
Down at the 25.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run. Both sides have to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Darnold. Oh, he's got him in wide.
Rostov Harold, okay.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. That's good. For Seahawks. First down. First and 10 on the 12-yard line. Darnold now to throw. End zone.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown.
Uite, nu spieram faila Hanet.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone. And that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
Kom. As 'n 2-punt goed, alles amper nie.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Poker.
A couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdowns.
Down there. Skis Thomas en Jure.
He was eager to get right back out and do it again, so I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Yo, okay. As consequenties nog waar aan is het niet.
It's second down. You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. 11 carries, 90 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball.
Sarran hier.
They put a balanced offense out on the field, and that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring it
9 yards. Mooi.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Bruce? Excuse mensen. Ja, Stroom.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now run straight ahead.
Wat gebeurt er?
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf.
Fuck's sakes.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Rodgers.
Vang je bal. Kunnen helemaal daar. Ach, het had in zijn kies naar.
An injured Steeler on that last play. Now it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Dus nou moet ik hem met keren. Ik ga het tempo weer krijgen. Dat is een beetje iets anders.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Well, this
Okay,
drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Fuck's sakes.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
Mano, van transfer. Nog een pauze.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. A 16-yard touchdown.
Nog een pas.
And the Steelers have cut the lead back down to 2.
En het er niet.
Extra point put through by Boswell.
Maar ik loop daar nog voor, zo.
This is now a 1-point game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
Ah, hoe kun je gekeerd, joh? Poepel.
Just across the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They've also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Zo.
Now Darnold. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. Has some space here.
Amper boxes.
Before getting this inside the 25. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Is dit 3 of 4 kant? 4 kant.
Here's Darnold. And that one drops down incomplete.
Ah, nice.
Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Awesome.
Second and 10.
Oké, gaat werken.
He stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And complete to Smith and Jigba. They're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard
On the counter, it's Walker.
Fuck's sake.
The break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Great.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Fuck, fumble.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities
Ja,
in the
daar
red zone.
voor een tikje
That was
ver van.
flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him,
Kijk.
able to get picked up by his team.
Look at Carroll.
Recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no
Okay.
more. They slapped the double coverage
Okay.
on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They snap it, they're going for it. Here's
What the
Darnold.
fuck doe je?
Incomplete, they could not convert, and they
Okay.
turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Lekker harde blitz.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score.
What the fuck is die? I will handle flipping your defense play. Okay, shot. Die saam wat ek nou gehad het was eintlik legit geweest. Ek gaan vir 'n diep pass aan is lekker middel.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On the give, it's Warren. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
It's a pass. Ek het 'n kak aangejaag.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Karels, rechts. Okay. Stop die tyd. Dit is eintlik heel meer. Post. Shot.
The shotgun snap for Darnold.
Ah, fuck yeah.
Knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it up.
Ah, it's my scope.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Hierdie manne gaan nou vir 'n touchdown, hè? Die pass van my.
Rodgers now to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now the Steelers use the
timeout.
3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now the Steelers going to use the final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Rodgers.
Nice.
Throw out wide is
Chicken shot.
incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Boswell's
Shot.
kick is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So Charles, they get to them with their first
So hier moet ek nou deur
drive of
hardloop
the
om
game.
voor te bly.
Maybe
Is
earn a little bit extra with a field
Hoe
goal.
kom hulle nie kies
Anytime
nie?
you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive...
What the mur die?
I think they'll try and help them out more.
That was a slump.
In a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
No, Bessie.
It looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A handoff for Warren. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Okay, welkom daar, Dini.
He was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
We will have the Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now a run with Warren. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Balls. Yeah.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Rodgers. And
yes!
This is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he has got 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
Oh, that's
so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
They'll run it. Warren. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 4 receivers in the formation here for a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers.
Fourth down. Kijk, hij is 3 punten. Als ik nog 7 krijg, dan is het 15. Dan wil ik nog steeds 7 pakken. Dan heb ik nog 8. Ja, dan heb ik er nog 2. Nee, ik ga niet weer dat trainen.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy and
Bitch.
of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side. Touchdown.
Oh, look at that.
A 92-yard kick return. And the Seahawks have retaken a third quarter lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and run.
Die man los nou, maar niet kijken.
And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to put this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Shifts past him.
Kom kerels, hoor hem sier.
Just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Knock it off. Guys, my ears go. Guys, my ears go.
They'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Here's Warren. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Accept, definitivt.
So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offense.
Yes, that's mooi.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Van links vooraf pas.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
Oh, ze 7-8 van 8.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On the run, it's Warren. He'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got his man, it's caught.
Lekker hele chicken shit. Oeh, en hij gaat terug. Punt, extra punt.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Ah, fuck sakes.
And this will be
Dan ik weer een 2-pointer krijgen.
convert here for 2.
Oké, ik wil een kiezen.
Celebration in the end zone, but
Right.
meanwhile, we do have an injured player. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Het al gebeurd, by the way.
Pick up, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are
Want ik jullie plein uit lang aanhou.
on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Okay.
Picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He finds Smith and
Oeh, ja, overzien, hè.
and they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Faking the give, Darnold.
Ach, en ja.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taken by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Oké, dan doet sacks op sacks op sacks.
Their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last A&T helping to maintain their slow advantage. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Here's Freiermuth again. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Oh, berpalem.
Incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there.
Length, boys, length. Was hij, nice.
Really increases their chances of closing this one out.
Ah, dit gaat
and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba getting ready to go back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Aivan pokkaroustaa kohtaisesti toi inna.
How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Darnold. He'll make the diving catch. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That'll be caught. It's caught. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Did not work lekker. Sorry, whoops.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold.
Ah, mooi bijna Ali.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
After that throw, there's definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now 1st and goal. Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Misplay.
Kenneth Walker, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game
Gaan
in the final minutes.
om wen op dit.
We are set up for a fantastic
Soek
finish
so, ja,
now.
nou.
Fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away
En
from
dan
a
maak hem
tie
so.
football game.
And I know they're thinking
Wacht
about
eens.
possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to
Driehoekie.
level.
For the two-point conversion.
En dan cirkeltjie.
They're going to throw for the two with Darnold.
Oh yeah.
This is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it
Okay,
the
nou moet ons ook
21.
mooi speel. Ons 2 minute oor.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Here's 1st and 10.
Mooi speel. Waar is hy man?
Here's Rodgers.
Oeh, dis amper tot tyd. Nee.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark it down at the 39. Well, that's a good first step.
Ah, shit. Kan jy daai nie vat nie? Daai ene vat.
Time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and
Pass.
hurry at the same time.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. And it's second
Hoekom kan ek nie
down.
daai hot blitz 3 vat nie?
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Wat het ek al gedoen?
Rodgers to throw. They'll find the calf. Still on his feet.
Hier is 'n fok op. Hier is 'n fok op.
Take it down at the 4-yard line. Here's 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Warren is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts,
Gain of a yard.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now Darnold. And gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that's a quality catch right there.
Darnold. And that one complete downfield to Cup. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Darnold to throw. And that is incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Darnold. it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was a big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
It's a gain of 22.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while